So the first time I ever took the ferry from Victoria to Vancouver, we actually went past a pod of orcas that were swimming in the sea. And I can remember the captain came onto the PA system and announced that there were orcas off the starboard side, and you could feel the entire body of the passengers move to that side to watch the orcas. And I had just moved to Victoria, so it was really amazing to sort of feel in the weight of the boat shifting, that sense of community that surrounds the way in which people in these territories relate to the sea.
I was on the ferry and I didn't know Victoria because I haven't seen Lungwangan territory of speaking people. So being on the dock, I was like, oh my God, piece of heaven, how did I end up here? Just looking at the Gulf Islands, and I just took a breath, and I was newly arrived to Canada, and I was very, very grateful to be part of this land.
I had a reef out in front of me, and I was noticing all the seals were jumping out of the water and jumping onto the reef and jumping onto the reef, and I was like, what the heck's going on? And then I saw the killer whale tails and fins all around them, and they were hunting the seals. So they were herding them onto the rocks until one would fall off, and then they'd grab it. And then the next thing I know, I saw a seal being tossed in the air. And then it was tossed back again. And then it was tossed back again. And all I could think was, oh my gosh, I am so lucky to be able to see this in my front yard. And whales like to play with their food.
Wherever I am, if I'm traveling or if I'm back home in Alberta, every time that I come back to the coast, that's always my favorite memory, because it's this feeling of knowing where home is and knowing the place that you belong to and knowing what matters to you. And every time I come back here, it's just this like sigh of relief, because this place is so incredibly beautiful and worth protecting and so important and close to my heart. My favorite memory is every time I come back home.
Stop Kinder Morgan!
I spent 8 nights on top of Burnaby Mountain in 2014, sleeping in the caretaker's tent, witnessing the drilling from Kinder Morgan into Burnaby Mountain.
It started when a bunch of friends and I went to Burnaby for the March 10th Protect the Inlet movement.
We went to the Kinder Morgan office in downtown Calgary, and we disrupted business as usual for them by going in and strapping ourselves to their doors in the morning so they couldn't go to work that day.
I'm not doing enough, but I would love to do it.